ברוכות הבאות תחת כנפי השכינה, ברוכים הבאים תחת כנפי השכינה. May you be blessed beneath the wings of Shekhinah. Be blessed with love, be blessed with peace.
Well, Shabbat Shalom, everyone.
Shabbat Shalom.
Shabbat Shalom. It's a pleasure to welcome all of you here on this beautiful sunny afternoon of Shabbat, when we have the distinct honor and pleasure of welcoming Samantha to the Bima as a bat mitzvah. And I know you are in for a beautiful treat as you are serenaded with chanting and Hebrew, and you participate in our service and enjoy the music. So please, I want to make sure that you can all follow along, and please make sure that you have a prayer book. Even if you're not familiar with our service, you can still follow along, because there is Hebrew, there is English, and there is transliteration. It is the book with the big gold flame on the front. And for some, it will feel a bit awkward because it opens the exact opposite of an English book. Now, the first thing we must do before Sam comes and begins leading our worship and chanting our prayers is that she is going to be wrapped in a talit, or a prayer shawl. This is a religious garment that marks the coming of age of a bar or bat mitzvah. Once you attain that age of 13 or coming to the Bima and chanting from Torah and Haftorah, you have the honor of putting on a talit. And what makes it so honorable is actually what we find in Samantha's Torah portion. It's the four corners of the garment, which are strings, which are knotted 613 times to represent the 613 commandments in the Torah. Now, how many of you thought there were only 10 commandments? You only have another 603 to learn. And so it is a pleasure to ask Sam, please come take your place, Sam, on the Bima. And we're going to welcome forward your Grandma Carol and your Papa Howie to come forward with a very special talit. That is a gift for you. And they're going to enwrap you in it as if you are being wrapped not only in our traditions, but in the love of family. And the blessing, Sam, is actually written on the crown, and you can repeat it after me. Baruch atah Adonai, Eloheinu melech haolam, asher kitshanu b'mitzvotav, v'tzivanu lehitatev b'tzitzi. And we thank God for the privilege of allowing ourselves to be enwrapped in the talit. Amen. Give them a hug and come on over.
Shabbat Shalom.
Shabbat Shalom.
Welcome to our Shabbat service at Temple Har Shalom. A special welcome to all those joining us over our live webcast. In preparation for our service, please take note that the sanctuary is an electronic-free space, and we request that you turn your cell phones to the off position. I have worked long and hard to reach this day, and I am grateful for your presence. I hope that you will be attentive, considerate, and will fully participate in our worship. Like the generations before me, I have prepared to take my place as a bat mitzvah. Today, I participate in my first adult Jewish life cycle event. I am now committed to the mitzvot and the teachings of our traditions. I pray that I may always understand my responsibility as a Jew to show love to my family, kindness to the world around me, and maintain a connection with the people and her land of Israel. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam shehekianu v'kiyamanu v'higianu lazman hazeh. Praised are you, Adonai our God, creator of the world, who gives us life, sustains us, and enables us to reach this time.
I invite you all, please, to turn to page 338 in your prayer book. Page 338 for the Ashrei.
Ashrei yoshvei beitecha, od yehalilu hasela. Ashrei ha'am shekahalo, Ashrei ha'am she'adonai Elohav. Tehila leDavid, arom mimcha Elohai hamelech, va'avraha shimcha leolam va'ed. Bechol yom umvarhecha, v'ha'alela shimcha leolam va'ed. Gadol Adonai muhulal me'od, ve'lig dulato ein heker. Dor ledor yeshaba ma'asecha, ugdurotecha yagidu, hadar kivod hodecha, v'divrei nifayotecha asiha, v'hezuz norotecha yomeru, ugdulata asaprena, zeherav tuvha yabi'u, v'tzid kata yeranenu, hanun v'rachum Adonai, erech apayim ugdol hased, tov Adonai lakol, v'rahamav al kol ma'asav, yoduha Adonai kol ma'aseha, v'hasideha yevarhuha.
We turn now to page 342, and I invite you to rise, please.
Yitgadal v'yitgadash shmei Rabba, v'alma divrach Yerutei v'yamlich malchutei, v'chai yichon uv'yamechon uv'chayidcho beit Yisrael, ba'gala uv'izman kaharim v'imiru. Amen. Yehi shmei Rabba mivorach, ve'olam ulol me'ol maya, yitbarach, ve'yishtabach, ve'yitpa'ar v'yitrum v'yitnaseh, v'yitador, v'yitaleh, v'yitalal, shemid kudushav richu. Le'el min korchata v'shirata, tush v'chata v'nechemata, damiran v'yalma, v'imiru. Amen.
There are times when the love of God burns so powerfully within your heart that the words of prayer seem to rush forth quickly and without deliberation. At such times, it is not you yourself who speak. Rather, it is through you that the words are spoken.
We turn to page 344.
Adonai, sifatai tiftach, ufia gitehilatecha. Adonai, open up my lips that my mouth may declare your praise. Baruch atah Adonai, Eloheinu, Elohei avotenu ve'imotenu, Elohei Avraham, Elohei Yitzchak, Elohei Yaakov, Elohei Sarah, Elohei Rivka, Elohei Rachel, Elohei Leah, El Hagadol, Hagibor, V'Hanoram, El Elyon, Gomel hasadim tovim, vikunei hakol, vizuher hasdei avot v'imahot, umevi geula livnei v'neihem, lima ashimo be'ahava. Melech ozer umashia umagein. Baruch atah Adonai, Magen Avraham ve'ezrat Sarah. Atah gibor le'olam Adonai, mechayei hakol atah rav lehoshia. Morid hatal, mechakel hayim behesed, mechayei hakol berachamim rabim, someh noflim umarfi holim, umatir asurim, umekayim emunato liyenei afar, michamocha ba'al gevurot, umedarea, melech mimit, umekayim, umatzmiya Yeshua, v'ne'eman atah, lecha hayot hakol. Baruch atah Adonai, mechayei hakol.
We are on page 349, and we read responsively.
Your might, O God, is everlasting. Help us to use our strength for good and not evil.
You are the source of life and blessing. Help us to choose life for ourselves and our children.
You are the support of the falling. Help us to lift up the fallen.
You are the author of freedom. Help us to free the captive.
You are a hope, as in death, as in life. Help us to keep faith with those who sleep in the dust.
Your might, O God, is everlasting. Help us to use our strength for good.
For blessing and not for curse, for life and not death, for abundance, not want. Baruch atah Adonai, mechayei hakol.
We continue on page 350 and remain standing, please.
Nikadish et shimcha ba'olam, k'shim shmati utovish marom, kagatu v'liyad v'yecha, v'karazil zivi amor, kadosh, 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 Adonai Tziva'ot, Meluch ha'aretz, kivodo. Adirinu Adonai, Adonai navatir shimcha, v'chol ha'aretz, Baruch kivod Adonai, mimkomo. Echad hu Eloheinu, hu Avinu, hu Malkeinu, hu Moshiinu, v'hu Yashminu, b'rachamav v'hini kol chayim. Ani Adonai Elohechem, Yimluch Adonai le'olam, Elohayich Tzion, Ledor v'ador, Hallelujah. Lidor v'Adonai git kohanecha, ולנצח נצחים קדושתך נקדיש, ושבחך אלוהינו מפינו לא ימוש, לעולם ועד. ברוך אתה אדוני
To all generations we will declare your greatness, and for all eternity proclaim your holiness. Your praise, O God, shall never depart from our lips. Blessed are you, Adonai, the holy God. Baruch atah Adonai ha'el hakadosh.
And you may all be seated. We are on page 353, and to lead us in our next reading, it truly is a joy to welcome forward Jared.
For the good in us which calls us to a better life, we give thanks. For the strength to improve the world with our hearts and hands, we give praise. For the peace in us which leads us to work for peace, we are grateful. For the gift of Shabbat, which renews us for life, we offer blessing. Baruch atah Adonai mekodesh haShabbat.
Amen. Continue on the top of page 354.
Ritzi Adonai Eloheinu, Amecha Yisrael Tfilatem, V'yahavo Tekabelu Tiratzon, Tamin, Avodat Yisrael, Amecha, Baruch atah Adonai, Hamachazir Shechinatu Litzion.
Page 355, we continue reading the paragraphs responsively.
On this holy Shabbat, may we draw near to life, to peace, and to joy.
May we find true rest, holiness in our deeds, worth in our study of Torah.
Let us feed on the love of goodness. Let us drink from the love of goodness. Restrain our thirst for excess and cleanse our hearts to serve life well.
On this holy Shabbat, may we draw nearer in life, in peace, and in joy. Baruch atah Adonai, she'otecha levadecha v'yirah na'avod. Our prayer of thanksgiving is on page 357.
For the gift of our souls, for the promise of our lives, for all we are and all we might yet become, for the creative seeds sown within our minds, whose nurturing can yield a grand harvest. For all these gifts we thank you, O God, and we pray that we prove ourselves worthy.
May our lives be ripe with the fruit of compassion, sweetly sustaining those in need. May we use our gifts wisely and with love, true messengers of blessing to the world. Baruch atah Adonai, hatov shimcha u'lachad na'eh lehodot. As we turn to page 358, what a joy and special treat it is to welcome forward Susan to join her daughter.
Shalom Rahav al Yisrael Amhad Tasim Leolam. Shalom Rahav al Yisrael Amhad Tasim Leolam. Ki atahu melech hador leho hashalom. Ki atahu melech hador leho hashalom. Shalom Rahav al Yisrael Amhad Tasim Leolam. Shalom Rahav al Yisrael Amhad Tasim Leolam. V'tov beinecha levarech et ha Yisrael, b'chol ein u'b'chol b'tovshecha v'shlomecha. Shalom Rahav al Yisrael Amhad Tasim Leolam. Shalom Rahav al Yisrael Amhad Tasim Leolam. Tasim Leolam. Tasim Leolam.
What a special treat for all of us, though perhaps some of you were expecting the sun will come out tomorrow. Shalom Rav is much more appropriate and meaningful as we stand here on the bima, because it is a song about abundant peace. And in our tradition, peace is the ultimate gift that anyone can ask for. It's peace of mind, peace of body, peace of soul. It's peace in our communities, in our homes, and ultimately in our world. And we sing it not quite as beautifully as that each week, hoping that peace can be the ultimate gift, and knowing that if it is going to come, we have to be partners in making it so. So each and every Shabbat, we pause for a few moments of our own silent and private prayer in order to search the deeper parts of our own hearts and minds to see how we can possibly be a partner in creating a kinder, gentler, and more caring world in which to live. For if we would just do that one person at a time, we would indeed have Shalom Rav, abundant peace. And so we pause for a few moments of our own private prayer.
Open up our eyes, teach us how to live, fill our hearts with joy and all the love you have to give. Gather us in peace as you lead us to your name, and we will know that you are one. We will know that you are one.
The highlight of any service is when we take the Torah from the ark, prepare to pass it generation to generation, and then allow Sam to walk around the congregation, showing that she has accepted literally the weight of all that has been taught to her, and offer it to those who may want to try it themselves. So, Sam, I'm going to ask you to come take your place here on the bima. I am going to welcome forward your grandparents, Papa Tony and Evelyn, to come forward to open the ark doors. And I'm going to welcome forward your grandparents and your parents to come forward now to pass the Torah generation to generation. And I would ask everyone to rise, please. may all be seated. Well, once again, Shabbat Shalom, everyone. Shabbat Shalom. It is our greeting, wishing you a peace-filled Shabbat, and indeed, I hope it is, as much as it is filled with lots of pride in Samantha, and also fun in the fact of watching her accomplish so much and then celebrating what is coming up. So Sam, mazel tov to you. I'm going to speak to your guests for a little bit, but I would like you to listen because we're about to fulfill a very important mitzvah or command, and that is that we need to share a message with Samantha to remember to take with her on her bat mitzvah day. And that is because she too will become a teacher today. She is chanting from Torah and from Haftorah, and will also offer us what is known as a Devar Torah, or a word of Torah, as she shares a lesson for all of us to enjoy. But we too have to be the students, and that is why, if this is your first visit to Temple Har Shalom, we come down into the congregation and we talk a bit about the Torah portion. But please allow me to set the stage for you, because as we opened literally the ark doors, and I wanted to speak in a language that Sam is familiar with, though this is not a stage, it is known as the bima. In Hebrew, it means a higher place, because we elevate ourselves when we learn how to read and chant and study. And indeed, that's exactly what Sam is doing today, elevating herself on a higher platform. And indeed, what is it that she is learning? Well, as we opened the ark, and I love the way your grandfather said to me, "Ooh, I feel like Indiana Jones." In Raiders of the Lost Ark. And it is true, because it is just as special. And inside the ark is our most precious possession, and that is the Torah. The Torah is just the first 5 books of the Bible. Every Torah is exactly the same. It is Genesis, Exodus, Leviticus, Numbers, and Deuteronomy. It takes us 1 full year to read from the beginning of the Torah till the end of the Torah. So that means each and every week we have a different portion. Well, as we open up in Sam's portion this afternoon, which always in the afternoon we start a new portion, we are in a very famous portion known as Shalach Lecha. And Sam is actually going to explain what that means. It's 2 Hebrew words that mean to be sent out. And you're going to learn who went where and why they were traveling. But meanwhile, we're in the 4th book of the Torah right now. We're in the book of Bamidbar, known as the book of Numbers. And can anybody help me? What's happening? What's happening? It's a good guess. 3 entire books. It's a great guess if all you say is they're wandering, because that's exactly what they did for 40 years. Now, for the Israelites, Sam, just like you in your Torah portion, what they learn is that this journey of theirs is not a performance. And indeed, you have many, many extraordinary talents, and you share them when you are performing. But it is very important for everyone here to understand that becoming a bat mitzvah is not a performance. Yes, we look forward to a student bringing forward their best and their talents and their energy and the culmination of all that they've studied, but we're not looking for perfection, and in no way are we looking for you to give us a show. Instead, what this day is all about, and what our Torah portion is all about, is what comes from the inside out, not what we're witnessing on the outside. And for that, Sam, I can honestly say, I know that you sat and toiled from the inside out for quite some time so that you could feel proud of your accomplishment. And what we learn also, like the Israelites, who were just starting their 38 years of wandering and were anxious to know where they were going already, this is not a dress rehearsal. It wasn't for the Israelites. They were going to have one journey, and they were going to have to do that journey the best that they possibly could. And Sam, in the same way we learn from our tradition as you learn from our Torah portion, this is really life. And life is meant to be lived to its fullest. And you give us reason to come together and celebrate and live life to its fullest. But wherever life takes you, I want you to remember that it's always for real. And you won't get a chance to do it again. So appreciate every moment like I hope you're appreciating this one. And lastly, Sam, what I hope you will remember is that life doesn't always offer us an opportunity to practice for what we want. You did practice, but you did far more to get to where you are today. It had to start with your extended families who instilled in your parents a deep belief in faith and tradition and the necessity for passing on that to you. We all do it in different ways, but the basic core is exactly the same. And it's because of the gifts that they have given to you, the gift of your education, the gift of two tremendous traditions, is how you have arrived at this place today. So we are very honored, and if I may say, Susan and Larry, we are very grateful for the gift of your daughter today and Jared soon after her, because I love his enthusiasm and his excitement. He's almost ready to get there himself. But Jared, another good lesson that I know you've actually learned. Sometimes we have to slow down, right? And appreciate all the blessings that we have. And boy, are you filled with blessings today. So we are going to now hear from the words of Numbers, the words of Shalach Lecha, the journey that begins. And let's see where it takes them.
If you'd like to follow along in this afternoon's Torah portion, you can do so by turning to page 1110 in the other large blue book that says The Torah. Page 1110.
And before Sam begins to chant, there are others who literally are going to elevate themselves with an aliyah, which means to be called up, because they are going to bless her reading. And for our first aliyah, it's a pleasure to welcome forward her grandparents, Howard and Carol Lipton.
Baruch Adonai HaMevorach.
Baruch Adonai Habarach Le'olam Va'ed.
Baruch Ator Adonai Eloheinu Melech Haolam Asher Bocha Bonu Mikol Ha'amim V'notan Lanu Et Torato. Baruch Ator Adonai Noten HaTorah.
Amen.
Amen. Vatisa kol ha'eda, vaynu et kolam, vayivku ha'am balayla chahu, vaylonu al Moshe v'Aharon kol b'nei Yisrael, vayamru aleihem kol ha'eda, lumatnu be'eretz Mitzrayim, oh, Bamidbar hazelu matnu, Vilama Adonai, Mevi otanu, El haaretz hazot, Lin po bacherev, Nashenu v'tapenu, Yiyu lavaz, Hayom tov la'anu, Shuv Mitzrayma.
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher natan lanu Toras emes v'chayolon notah b'tzorchenu. Baruch atah Adonai noten haTorah.
Amen. Give her a hug. Come on over. Mazel tov. Stay with us right here. And for our second Aliyot, it's a pleasure to welcome forward Uncle Robert, Uncle Mark, Aunt Suzanne, and Cousin Brian. Baruch Adonai Hambarach Le'olam Va'ed.
Baruch Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher bachar banu mikol ha'amim v'natan lanu et torato. Baruch atah Adonai noten haTorah.
Amen.
Amen. Vayamru ish el achliv nitna rosh v'nashuva mitzrayma vayipol Moshe ve'aharon al pneihem livnei kol kehal adat b'nei Yisrael v'Hoshua bin Nun v'chaliv ben Yefune min hatarim et oretz karu bigdeihem.
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher natan lanu Torah emet v'chayei olam natan b'tochenu. Baruch atah Adonai noten haTorah.
Amen. Beautiful. Congratulations. Come join us here. Stay right here, absolutely. Come back. And now it's a pleasure for our third Aliyot to welcome forward Susan and Larry.
Baruch hu et Adonai Hamvorach.
Baruch Adonai Hambarach Le'olam Va'ed.
Baruch Adonai Hamvorach le'olam va'ed. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher bachar banu mikol ha'amim v'natan lanu et torato. Baruch atah Adonai noten haTorah.
Amen.
Amen. Vayomru el kol adad b'nei Yisrael le'mor haaretz asher avarnu ba latur ota tova haaretz me'od me'od im hafetz banu Adonai vehevi otanu el haaretz hazot unterna lanu eretz asher hi zavat halav udvash ba'Adonai al timrodu ve'atem al tiru et am haaretz ki lachmenu Haim zar zilo me'alehem ve'Adonai itanu al timraum.
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher natan lanu Torah emet v'chayei olam notam b'tochenu. Baruch atah Adonai noten haTorah.
Amen. Oh my God. Congratulations, everyone. Thank you. Come on over here. And now we will officially, Samantha, call you to the Torah for the last Aliyah as a bat mitzvah.
Ta'amud Shimon Anat bat Chaya Tova lichvod haTorah habat mitzvah.
Baruch hu et Adonai Hamvorach.
Baruch Adonai Hambarach Le'olam Va'ed.
Baruch Adonai Hamvorach le'olam va'ed. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam Asher bahar banu mikol ha'amim, benatan lanu et Torato, Baruch atah Adonai, noten ha'Torah.
Amen. Okay, finish it up.
Amen. Vayamru kol ha'eda lirgom otam ba'avanim uchvod Adonai nir'ah be'ohel moed el kol b'nei Yisrael. Vayomer Adonai el Moshe ad anach yinatzuni ha'am hazeh ve'ad anach lo ya'aminu vi Behol ha'otot asher asiti bikirbo akenu badever ve'orishenu ve'eseh otcha legoy gadol ve'atzum mimenu.
See you next week.
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher natan lanu Torah emet b'chayei olam nata b'duhenu Baruch atah Adonai noten ha'Torah.
Amen. Mazel tov, sweetie. Mazel tov. Your parents are going to talk to you. I'm just going to roll the Torah.
Samantha, wow, where to even begin? First of all, your father and I are so proud of you. We know that this wasn't an easy task for you because you started on this journey late. As with everything else you do in life, though, you set your mind to it, worked extra hard, and achieved your goal. In this instance, you're knocking it out of the ballpark. Since the days of Who's the Boss, I always wanted my own little Samantha. I loved you before I ever knew you. Now, when people call you my mini-me, I take that as a huge compliment because you are everything that I have always strived to be in life and more. You are talented, a good friend, a great sister, a loving daughter, and determined to succeed in life. There are many times that I watch you in awe. I don't just mean when you are on the stage performing or working towards your black belt in Taekwondo or making great plays at first base or making honor roll. I am in awe by the way that you go about living your life. You have such a positive attitude and are infectious to be around. You always look at the bright side of things and enjoy every day to the fullest. There is an energy that I feel when I'm around you that I hope others are lucky to feel too. When you were little, you were my shadow. You never wanted to leave my side. I would drop you off at preschool and you would cry. You would even follow me all over the house from room to room. I can't believe from that little girl just a few years ago how quickly you have grown into the strong, confident, independent young woman that you are now. I still see a hint of that little girl who was my shadow at times, and I never want that to go away entirely. Now here's when I know I'll get choked up, because it is personal from mother to daughter. Samantha.
Don't, please, it's okay, it's really okay.
You are honestly my best friend. I love our conversations. I love that we have the same interests.
Oh my God.
And I love knowing that you are there for me as much as I am there for you. I am so lucky to have you in my life, and I can't wait to be on this journey along with you to see all of the amazing things that I know are ahead in your bright future. Of course, Samantha, your father and I are proud of how you performed today, but that's not nearly as important as the fact that we are incredibly proud of the young woman that you are becoming. And the Tony Award for Best Performance goes to Samantha Rashio. We love you.
So we're just going to lift and dress the Torah. It is now time for us to lift and dress the Torah. So it's a pleasure to welcome forward Uncle David and Uncle Robert, and I'm going to ask everyone to rise, please.
Please be seated. Our Torah service continues with the chanting of the Haftarah, the additional and prophetic portion read on all Shabbatot and holidays. This afternoon, Haftarah comes from the prophet Joshua or Yehoshua. It can be found on page 1262 in your Chumashim. Again, the large blue book that says the Torah.
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher bahar b'nvi'im tovim v'ratza v'divreihem hane'emarim be'emet. Baruch atah Adonai haboher batorah u'Moshe abdo u'Yisrael amo u'b'nvi'ei ha'emet v'tzedek. Vayishlach Yehoshua bin Nun min hashitim shenaim anashim meraglim cheresh lemor lehu Re'u et haaretz ve'et iriho vayavo'u b'tirsha zona u'shma rahav vayishkevu shama vayei amar le'melech Yeriho le'mor hinei anashim ba'u heina halayla Mibnei Yisrael lachpor et haaretz vayishlach melech Yeriho el ra'av le'mor hotzi'i hanashim haba'im elayich asher ba'u levitei ki lachpor et go haaretz ba'u vatika ha'isha et shnei ha'anashim bentis beno vatomer kain ba'u elai ha'anashim velo yadati me'ayin hema ve'yahi hashar litzgor ba'hoshech v'ha'anashim yatzau lo yadati anahu hanashim radfu maher acharehem ki tasigum v'he'er natam hagaga v'titz meneim b'fishtei ha'etz ha'aruhot la al hagag v'ha'anashim radfu acharehem derech hayardain al hamabeirot v'hashar sagaru acharein ka'asher yatzu harotfim acharehem. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam sur kol ha'olamim sadik bechol hadorot ha'el ha'ne'eman האומר ועושה, המדבר ומקיים, שכל דבריו אמת וצדק. על התורה ועל העבודה ועל הנביאים ועל יום השבת הזה, שנתת לנו, אדוני אלוהינו, לקדושה ולמנוחה, לכבוד ולתפארת. על הכל, אדוני אלוהינו, אנחנו מודים לה ומברכים אותה. יתברך שמך בכל חי, תמיד לעולם ועד. ברוך אתה אדוני מקדש השבת.
Now we're going to put the Torah away. It is time for us now to return the Torah to the ark. I'm going to invite everyone to rise as I welcome forward back Uncle David and Aunt Alexis, and we shall return the Torah. You may all be seated. It is now time for Samantha to share with us her own teachings so that we can better understand what this day and this Torah portion mean to her.
I can't believe my Bat Mitzvah day is finally here. I started at Temple Har Shalom in preschool at the age of 3 years old, which now seems like a lifetime ago. We talked about our Bat Mitzvah as a day, as something in the distant future, and now that day is today. This temple has been a part of my life for as long as I can remember, and I know it will be part of my life for years to come. Growing up in my house, I was exposed to 2 different religions, Catholic and Jewish. My parents thought it was important during my years of education to align myself with a religion so that I could learn about the similarities and differences between both. They also wanted me to have an understanding about God and be able to share in a religious experience. I've noticed there are a lot of similarities between both religions, and I have enjoyed coming home from religious school to our family discussions comparing and contrasting the two. My dad is always quick to point out that he was forced to learn all the stories in the Torah in order to get through Catholic school. But today, I am becoming a Bat Mitzvah because my mother had a Jewish upbringing, and I enjoy being able to share this part of her life with her and have a better understanding about what being Jewish means. Now that I am becoming a Bat Mitzvah, I am looking forward to continuing on with all of the traditions and teachings that I have learned. I now have a greater understanding of Judaism and can share in this religion with the Jewish side of my family for many years to come, especially at my brother's bar mitzvah in just a few years. But I have to be honest, one of the best parts of all this Jewish stuff is the matzo ball soup. I don't know what I would do without it in my life. A key value of being Jewish is tikkun olam, repairing the world. I know it was on a small scale, but through my mitzvah project, I think I showed this value and demonstrated selflessness. I hope to show more tikkun olam in the future. As I just mentioned, when studying for my bat mitzvah, I was asked to do a mitzvah project. For my mitzvah project, I decided to pay it forward. As most of you know, my brother was diagnosed with leukemia when he was 6 years old. He was sick When he was sick, the elderly would knit blankets and give them to the kids in the hospital. Now that he is cancer-free, we no longer had a need for the blankets, and that is when I came up with the idea of sharing them with others. Who better to share them with than the truly needy? So I decided to bring them on one of our many trips into New York City and give them to the homeless. The look on their faces when I handed them these blankets is one that I will never forget. Then I realized that what seemed like such a small gesture of giving them a warm blanket really meant so much to them. I was not just helping to keep them warm, but I was also showing that someone cared and that they were not forgotten. It made me want to do it even more. I started Blankets for Broadway and collected blankets from the community. My family and I brought many bags of blankets on our trips into New York City throughout the cold weather months. I collected so many blankets that I am going to put some of them away and distribute them again next year. My Torah portion is the story of Josh and Caleb. The Israelites had been wandering for a long time and were becoming impatient because they wanted a place to settle. They asked Moses permission to go in and explore the land of Canaan to see if it was a place where they could settle. Moses agreed to give them a preview of what the land looked like. There were 12 Israelites that went in to explore, but when they all came back, 10 of them were quick to form judgment, saying that the land was impossible to acquire. The other 2 who did not agree with the majority were Josh and Caleb. Josh and Caleb saw this land as being full of possibility, so they decided to do whatever was necessary to reside in the land of Canaan. There are a couple of lessons within my Torah portion that I can relate to my own life. The first one is putting in the effort and hard work and accomplishing goals pay off. I see proof of this every day in my parents. I also spend lots of time on lessons and practicing for my musical theater passion. Without putting in hard work, I know I would never have achieved any of the goals that I set for myself. Similar to Josh and Caleb, who were willing to put in the time and hard work needed to acquire what they wanted, I understand the importance of setting a goal, forming a plan, and then executing that plan. Another lesson that I learned is never to judge a book by its cover. I used to be terrified of the homeless living on the streets in New York City. Doing this Mitzvah project, however, showed me that many of them are quite nice and simply good people who have fallen upon hard times. Unlike the Israelites in my Torah portion, Josh and Caleb were not quick to judge the land. They saw the potential for great opportunity with just a little focused effort. I have 2 cousins named Josh and Caleb. I'd like to dedicate my Torah portion to Caleb, who tragically passed away last year at the age of 20. I wish he was physically here to celebrate with us, but I'll settle for him just being here in spirit. I'd like to take this opportunity to thank everyone involved in my Jewish education. First of all, the rabbi, for supporting me along this entire way. You were here at the age of 10 years ago, on my first day of preschool, and you were there when I walked over the bridge at graduation on my way to kindergarten, and now on this day. I'd then like to thank the cantor for teaching me all of my prayers, my Torah portion and Haftorah portion. Thankfully, these are mostly all put to music, because otherwise I don't know how I would have been able to do it. I'd also like to thank Rabbi Kaplan. He went above and beyond to make sure that I was 100% ready for this day. Without my family, I know that none of this would be possible. Jared, thank you for putting up with me, even though I know I'm a great sister, and not for only being my brother, but also my best friend. Mom and Dad, I don't know what I would do without you. You support me in everything that I do, and I'm lucky beyond words to be your daughter. I love you all so much. I'd like to end now with a blessing to myself. Baruch atah Adonai, Eloheinu melech haolam. As I stand here today, Samantha, I wish for you that all of your hopes and dreams come true. I pray that your life is filled with great love, nothing but good health, and a lifetime of happiness. Amen.
Say a mazel tov.
Thank you.
Mazel tov. That was quite a teaching that you shared with us, because it went so beyond teaching. It touched our heart, it touched our memories, it inspired us, and it reminded us that we adults can learn an awful lot from our children. Sam, I think everyone here has learned a great deal from you today. Not only the lessons that you taught, but the ones that you brought to the forefront. Tikkun olam, meaning helping the world in a way that you never thought of before, and taking what was truly a difficult situation in your own family and literally, as we say, passing it forward and helping others to envelop them in care and love and concern. The way that you dedicated this to your cousin Caleb, I know has touched all of our hearts. We didn't even have to know him to understand that he would be exceedingly proud that you are thinking of him as I'm sure your entire family is thinking of him today. And most importantly, I want to draw from the words of your mom, who talked about the fact in sport terms. She said it one way, and I'll just say it another. You just hit a grand slam. And indeed, right, whatever it is and wherever life takes you, I hope that I'll always bring that beautiful smile as wide and bright as it is today, because it should be. So mazel tov.
Thank you.
From your congregation that is so grateful that you and your family are here with us, we have some gifts for you. You will be receiving a Kiddush cup and also all of your appropriate certificates. Included in there is an Israel bond to show your connection to Israel, and also a gift certificate for a trip to Israel, which we hope one day soon you will go and visit and see the connection. So now I know that you're anxious to be with all your friends, right?
Yeah.
And get this party started. Is that right?
Yeah.
Okay, so just a few more prayers yet to go, and that means we can conclude our service. I would invite everyone, please, to turn to page 586 to open the Ark doors. It is a pleasure to welcome Uncle Christopher and Aunt Alyssa, together with cousins Patrick and Alex. And if everyone would rise, please.
עלינו לשבח אדון הכל, לתת גדולה ליוצא בראשית, שלא עשנו כגויי הארצות, ולא שמנו כמשפחות האדמה, שלא שם חלקנו כהם, וגורלנו ככל המונם, ואנחנו קוראים ומשתחווים ומודים לפני מלך מלכי המלכים הקדוש ברוך הוא, ונאמר והיה אדוני למלך על כל הארץ ביום ההוא יהיה אדוני אחד ושמו אחד.
May God bless you and keep you. May God shine upon you and always be gracious to you. May God grant you a long life filled with spiritual, mental, and physical well-being. As we all say, Amen. I do ask that you please remain standing, for at this time, as we do each and every time we come together as a community, we remember those who are no longer physically alive, but who are very much alive in our hearts and our memories. On Shabbat, we remember those whose yortzites are commemorated, those who died in recent days. We remember always the members of our American Armed Forces and the Israel Defense Forces who have given their lives in defense of our nation and the land of Israel. And always on this day of Bat Mitzvah, we remember those upon whose shoulders Samantha is standing this very day. Most significantly, we remember her grandmother, Antoinette Rashio, her great-uncle Stanley Crosno, her great-aunt Mary Ann Mormondo, and her cousin Caleb Zweig. We turn to page 598 as together as a community, for all those who have no one left to remember them, we recite together the Kaddish prayer. Yitgadal v'yitkadash shemei Rabbah, v'yalmad yivrach kirutei v'yamlich malchutei, v'hayechon v'yomechon v'chayei d'chol beit Yisrael, Ba'agala u'bizman kariv imeru amen. Yehei shmei Rabba mevarach le'olam omei amaya. Yitbarak v'yishtabak v'yitpa'ar v'yitraman v'yitnaseh. V'yitadar v'yitalev v'yitalal shmei d'kedusha b'rechu. Le'olam mimkol birchata v'shirata. Tushbachata v'nechamata. Damiran v'yalma v'imeru amen. Yehei shlama Rabba mim shemaya. V'chayim aleinu v'al kol Yisrael v'imeru amen. Oseh shalom v'imroma. Hu ya'aseh shalom aleinu v'al kol Yisrael v'imeru amen. We pray that the source of peace will send peace to all who mourn and comfort all the bereaved among us, as we all say, Amen. Amen. And you may be seated. Well, as I indicated to Sam, this party can indeed get started because the buses have arrived. And therefore, we can end our service with wishing Sam sweetness and bounty. Jared, I want you to come up and join your sister, together with your cousins, Avery, Ethan, and Aiden, if they would all come forward. Come on up. And Sam, come join them. All you're going to have to do is eat. Can you handle that? Yeah? I hope so. Pull this up. And we're going to bless first the wine and then the challah.
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam, borei peri hagafen. Amen. L'chaim.
Okay, Jared, pull the cover off.
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam, hamotzi lachem min haaretz v'te'avon.
Pull it apart and have a bite.
Shabbat shalom, everyone.
Shabbat shalom and mazel tov, everyone.
Shabbat shalom, everyone. Please feel free to get up out of your seat, greet the family, and wish each other a Shabbat shalom. You can feel free to get up out of your seats and wish each other a Shabbat Shalom. talks about
yeah.
This is Sam.
Hi, Sam. Nice to meet you. Welcome.
We were never able to get it.
I know you're in college. You're almost. Are you finished college? Are you going to be a senior or? Okay. July. Great. Got it. Yeah. Well, we would love whenever you have time.